Good morning, my fellow Americans. Happy Tuesday. So I call this one 200 years in the making, or I call it a reconciliation of the last 20 years and where we're at now. My intent, 200 years in the making. Give viable, popular political form to the growing resentment towards liberalism and its culture-breaking spirit. Anchored deep in the heritage and traditions, give tangible political expression to ideas held by many of my countrymen. Things found to be complementary to our national character. Democracy, it has failed because it is a product of liberalism. To overcome the liberal idea, which for many is freedom personified, I wish to offer an alternative form of state, a movement, a revolution, something that offers opportunity for self-development but also instructs my fellow Americans in a form of discipline. Freedom, well, freedom requires responsibility. Individual liberty and personal obligation walk hand in hand. I raise my fist steady towards alien and foreign interests. Our dollar shall not be holden an outcome that which your handed intention of control will find the people of my country lost in depravity. The first standard, we learned the gold standard. Well, the gold standard should become our standard in monetary transaction as well, but the gold, it being represented by the work taken to pull it from the earth. The physical reality of energy, time, and industriousness to further nurture our people, to protect our holy lands, the country for which our people have shed blood over and over for the last 200 plus years. We must revive our spirited craft of self-sufficiency. We shall do for ourselves first, trade only when the benefits are great enough, similar to the Spartans' economy of old. Income tax, if it must be, will be measured to the citizen's actual income, being the most socially just form of collecting tax. But say this, can we barter rather? Can we trade in the form of labor rather than money? Can our currency reflect the value of the labor in which we spend our precious time in duty to a cause? Imagine an economic system based only in necessity, calling out international and high private finance, cutting them, needing not gold or precious jewels, but having more in technical aptitude and proven industriousness of the American people. Technology and hard work shall become our gold. It was and is a struggle, but especially against the people who seem to have unlimited power in our society. A satanic or evil power, it's taking over our whole nation, acquiring all the key positions, not only of the spiritual and intellectual life, but also the political and economic life. These criminals have rejected the Americans' willingness for peace because it, in our nature, is contrary to their capitalist interests. In such an evil undertaking, they dare cover their actions in a facade, calling and naming their actions done in the name of the big G, God, committing blasphemy against Providence. Therefore, his, theirs, ours, the only reward can be destruction. So beyond this, today, we fight, not only for our own existence, but to free the world of a conspiracy which knows no hesitation in subjugating the happiness of nations and man to its base egotism. We have no God, but what we do have is living manpower. What we have is sacred diligence and sacred will. In such a struggle of life and death, this is in the end more times decisive than gold. As concerns for America, we have never been afraid of facing an enemy on one front. We have successfully defended two fronts. We have one front now, and rest assured we will not shake. We shall hold our own. Rest assured. We face times of great change. Struggle carries our nation. It always has, though. A greater number of us will put on clothes, uniforms, battle dress. We will wear this once more. And nevertheless, we will bring down these manifestations and eliminate them. And moreover, today, we have the power. Regrettably, not that one people for which I've interacted many times in my life, the publicists, the bankers, the media, the people who own that, the sacred secret cabal that's running the things behind the scenes. Not their people as a whole are responsible for this, but there are a few people whose stubborn hatred and insanity have sabotaged every attempt in reading and reaching an understanding. They are supported by an international enemy, an enemy of the world whom we all know. History has taught us that life has shown me, and I am convinced that no understanding is possible with these men. They are insane idiots. All they could do is cover what their actions truly say. And I believe that is, we want another war. We want you to be our slaves, and we want most of you. For years I sought an understanding under any circumstances. for those in power, but those in power only cried out to me, "Make war, bring death." Well, now you'll have it. And if this America today possesses an attitude, it will be because the American right has pulled the people up by its bootstraps again, creating the mental, psychological, moral, and also the material conditions for enormous victories by our military, our people. Renewed, we are young, but the knowledge we have we hold true. Every warrior knows it and must know it, that the armies which march today beneath our banner are revolutionary armies of the Republic. They carry in their hands not only the faith in America as it once was, but they carry in their hearts the faith in America as we all imagine it will be in the future, which we have fought for so long. The faith in a better republic, in which the great goals of our movement shall be we, you and I, together we shall show these gentlemen the force of a people, millions strong, united under one leadership, led by one will, forged together in one community. These are sacrifices, sacrifices hard for the individual, for the wife who may lose her husband and with him the dearest thing she possesses, and it is the same for the child who may lose the father, the mother who may lose her child, or the bride or the lover who might have to let go and go on her own, never to see them again. All of them, all of us, will have to make great sacrifices. May every American realize that the sacrifice of these men is worth no less than the one another man may have to make in the future. The sacrifice of the woman bearing a child for this nation is equal to that of the man who defends this nation. Period. Countless millions will fall on the battlefield for this, and have. Our American people over our centuries, even millenniums, many have shed blood for it. The American, well, we will see this fight through to the end. We, the Americans, will have peace finally. I want a peace that allows it to work and which does not allow international weasels to agitate among other peoples against us. These are the vermin who make their fortunes through war. I have no reason to wage war for material considerations, because for us it's a sad enterprise. It robs us, the American people and the whole community, of so much time and manpower. I hold no stocks in the armament industry. I earn nothing in this fight. I would be happy if we called it quits and we could go back to work again, as I used to work for my life, my people. But these international war criminals are the same. The armaments industry's greatest black marketeers, they own factories, and they make the business. I have no desire to wage war, but if pushed on me, I will wage it to my last breath. When war is over, America will begin a great undertaking. A cry of arise will echo from sea to sea. Then finally, we will abandon the production of cannons. Labors of peace and rebuilding work for the masses shall begin, and will be known as the last men to defend your freedom. Those men, we wore gray.